What's up, YouTube? I'm Keith Savage, and here for you, I have a 20-3 team deathmatch on Overflow. And this was probably my second or third game back at Black Ops 2 in probably a few years. It's been quite a while. I was actually at work the other night, and one of my coworkers told me that they had actually made the game backwards compatible on the Xbox One. So knowing that Black Ops 2 was my favorite game of the Call of Duty series, it was only natural for me to go home and immediately start installing the game on my Xbox One. Because uh, I have Xbox 360 still, but I don't like setting it up and nobody's on it, so it's not really worth it for me to play on there anymore. Because typically I'm on the Xbox just to talk with my friends and stuff, and we're just with people, and it seems to me like the 360 is losing a lot more of its community based now that the Xbox One has kind of picked up momentum. I mean, it's been on the market for about 5 years, so it seems like now would be the time for the Xbox One to be more relevant in the gaming community. But never mind that. What I really wanted to talk about today was whether or not moving back to the World War II setting would be beneficial for the Call of Duty series. Whether or not it would make a positive impact. And honestly, I don't think it will, just because World War II has already been done. When it comes to Call of Duty, it's been done. Uh, there are one, two, four games now that take place in the World War II setting, and I just don't know where they're going to be able to take it unless they change the format of the game in that they uh, perhaps make it a little bit more like Battlefield, or just they add a new dynamic to the game that wasn't there before, which I don't know how they're going to be able to do as they have done in the past with Call of Duty games, which is they add kill streaks, new guns, real kind of superficial changes. I don't know how they're going to be able to make the game intriguing uh, by doing by making those sort of changes. To me, it just seems kind of improbable. I could be wrong, but it seems to me to make sense that the game probably, most likely, it's not going to take off the way Call of Duty has in the past. And I mean, after a while, the idea becomes stale. Like the idea of Call of Duty and the 1 year cycle, it grows old, and it comes time that it needs to be replaced by something new. And for me, it feels like that time has come for Call of Duty. I could be totally wrong. I could be sitting here in November talking about how Call of Duty World War II, whatever they're going to call it, is the best game ever. And I could be totally mistaken. I don't think I am, but if I am mistaken, I believe I would be so because the developers, I don't even know which studio is making the game. It's probably Infinity Ward. I'm not sure though. No, Infinity Ward did Infinite Warfare, so it's not them. Uh, Treyarch probably is doing, or is it Sledgehammer? I don't even know the developers anymore, but it would be because the developer at the studio is planning to make some drastic change to the game, and I simply don't foresee that happening. Simply because the formula that Call of Duty has used for the past, man, more than 10 years, uh, has worked very well for Activision, and I don't see Activision uh, being willing to take the chance and risking the formula that has made them so much of a profit. And that's not talking poorly of Activision. If I were Activision, I'd do the exact same thing. I mean, the Call of Duty franchise is a franchise that has literally brought in billions of dollars for the Activision corporation, and it just doesn't seem to make sense to me that they would be willing to take that risk. Now, if they were willing to take that risk, I would think as of that as a bad business decision on the part of Activision. They have shareholders to uh, that are they are accountable for. They have profits that you know, they have numbers they need to meet, and I just don't foresee the Call of Duty franchise changing in such a dramatic way due to that reason. So I hope that the next game is influential. I love or interesting. I love Call of Duty, but I don't see it happening. But hope you guys enjoyed the insight from my end, and I'll have more videos to come. Thank you very much.